Well, thank you, Ricky and Jess, for being here. Ricky, it's an absolute thrill to have you a part of this great occasion for us. Australians have really fallen in love with you after the Voice.
Thank you very much.
What a great show it has been. What are you feeling like performing in front of 80,000 screaming rugby league fans?
You see, that's the best part of it all. I am really excited and honored to be invited to this magical event. I'm not Australian, but I feel like one, and I will be feeling like one when I'm standing on that stage, uniting music and sport. I think it's Australia this year for me has been very important, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna have a really good time. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna make everyone sing and dance. That's the idea. Let's see how it flows.
I believe
yes,
you,
honored.
Oh, that's fantastic. I believe you and Jess are performing a number together. Can you give us a little bit of an insight to what's going to go on Sunday afternoon?
Bit of a surprise.
Let's live la vida loca.
Okay, let's keep it a surprise. Why not?
Let's keep it a surprise.
This is the first time you've toured in Australia in 10 years, Ricky, and last night in Newcastle. How did that go, your first show?
It was brilliant. It was fantastic. The passion, the love, the intensity of the audience was very beautiful, and it was an amazing way to start a tour. We're going to Adelaide, Brisbane, Perth, obviously Melbourne, and of course here Sydney, and we put a very beautiful concert together. Big production, great musicians, great dancers, and all this is for an amazing audience. So let's see how it flows. Yeah.
What do you love about your audience here, Aussies? What do you love about the Australians?
You know, they dance, they stand up, they clap, they dare to be free, and that's my mission in the concert. It's like a carnival. I said, listen, let's forget about problems at work, at home, in the country. Let's just, for 2 hours, let's just be. Let's just forget about everything and allow ourselves to be in touch with emotions of joy, and I guess that's the mission in this tour, and it's happening.
Special. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Jess, it's wonderful to have you part of our game. You're the anthem of the NRL has been such a success. How's that experience been this year?
An incredible one for me. I mean, it's a completely different project to be a part of. I mean, I love getting up on stage and performing. And, you know, I guess you guys have, you know, the NRL team, One Community, have allowed me to do that, you know, with the project and be allowed to share and connect with music. I think it's such a wonderful thing. And, you know, you do that so well, Ricky, to be able to get up on the stage and in front of such a massive audience and a crowd, a roaring crowd. And this is what this game is all about, is bringing community together and allowing everyone to just be free and feel the energy. And it's so electrifying. And I am really quite honoured to be a part of the whole event. It's amazing. It's given me so much already. So thank you.
Who are you rooting for?
Look, I'm going to say it because everybody knows North Queensland Cowboys. I'm not going to go into it too much. No, they're my team. I love them so much, and they've come such a long way this year. Just incredible fight they've, you know, been up against, and you know, I love the Roosters too. I think, you know, they've been fighting too, and I think they're going to take it home.
Okay, what about you, Ricky? If you had to choose between Manly or Roosters, who would you pick?
I live in Bondi.
Okay, enough said. Enough said.
I live in Bondi. What can I say?
Yeah, that's okay. Jess, how are you feeling about performing alongside Ricky Martin?
I'm really speechless. You know, I was thinking about it a few weeks back, and you know, leading up to the rehearsals. I mean, we've got so much to do, and already, and you are such a world-class performer, and I learned so much from you already. I mean, meeting you for the first time on The Voice. Helping you mentor those incredible artists. Yeah, it's a dream come true, and I thank you so much for having me be a part of, you know, the song and the whole night. So thank you.
Oh my God,
it's gonna be great.
Let's have fun.
Let's have fun.
That's all I want. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
Artists or light bulbs? Which one first? No, look, it's certainly the biggest show we've ever done. It is deliberately focused on both Ricky and Jess because of their stature. You know, I think the combination of the two great Australian artist and a great international artist. So it's deliberately focused on what you can see on the ground at the moment is a very big stage. Dance-wise, it's not as big as we've done in the past because we've put all of our energy into a fantastic stage-based presentation. And of course, as you've seen with Joe and the retiring players, we've got Jess doing the national anthem. There's a whole host of things go on across the day, but the 20 minutes you'll see with Jess and Ricky is certainly the biggest thing we've ever done.
Ricky, how do you think you'll go making rugby league fans shake their, in your words, bottoms?
You know, music breaks boundaries, and the sounds that I'm bringing will make everyone have a really good time. They're international songs, and I'm sure people have heard it. And once again, I'm just gonna, leave my soul on stage that day, and I hope they feel it. And it might sound monothematic, but once again, I've just come here to have a really good time. And once again, I am just honored that I was invited to this beautiful event, beautiful Australian event. Yeah.
Jess, your approach to the national anthem, I just wonder whether you could talk us through. Are you an orthodox singer of the national anthem, very formal, or are you going to give a few little...
I'll put my version on it. I'll do my little thing, as always. I've performed the... it's quite honouring to, it's not an easy song as people think it might be. It is a very hard song, and it's quite straight. So, I put my little thing on it. I'm looking forward to doing that, yes.
Ricky, at the same time, you're performing 100 metres away, One Direction are performing as well. You hope you'll be able to get the fans here cheering louder than they will be over there?
What was the question again? Tell me again, I'm sorry?
At the same time you're performing, just in the arena 100 metres away, One Direction.
Right.
We're performing as well. Are you hoping you'll be able to make the fans here cheer louder than all the screaming girls over there?
That's going to be difficult. Doing it One Direction. But we'll be loud. I'm sure we'll be loud. Look who's here. Come on.
There's nothing like an NRL crowd, trust me. They can roar. They
can roar.
Really can.
Ricky, there was a rumour that you were looking at buying an NRL team.
That I was finding.
You were looking at buying an NRL team.
Hey.
Where did that rumour start?
Let's start right here, right now, at this moment.
I think that's right. I think you might have just made that up. Is there really? Right.
But it's something to think about. He's Queensland, you said? We'll talk about it later. You just opened the door.
What do you love about rugby league? The hits, the tries, what do you love about it?
It's a real thing, man. This sport is it's not a joke. It's powerful. Is intense. Back at home, we don't practice the sport. And back in Puerto Rico, it's more baseball and it's basketball. I know I have a lot to learn about rugby league in this case, and I'm here, but I have a great teacher that is helping me to know the details of the sports. I'm going to be watching the game, and it's a good way to start. Look at the final of the rugby league.
How do you think you'd go playing rugby league?
I need to lift some weights, and I need to do a lot of training, man. It's really intense. But I'll give it a try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'd be afraid. I'll give it a try. I need a lot of training, man.
I sat next to Jess at the last Cowboys game, so I reckon you need to sit at least 2 seats away. She's quite an avid fan, mate. She gets stuck in.
I do, yes.
Well, it's all about the passion of the sport. That's beautiful. Can't wait.
So, how are we going for ticket sales and atmosphere?
Oh, look, I think the general atmosphere of the day is going terrific. There's going to be a big precinct activated here, so there'll be lots of things going on for fans to come early and hopefully enjoy themselves with their families. Ticket sales are going pretty well. Then we've had some tickets come back on, so there are 1 or 2 tickets still available. But we're very happy where we're at.
Yeah, and let me just extend to that. And Dave's right. There are still tickets available on the system. There are late release. So what we'd say is we'd encourage fans, if they're searching for a ticket, they may find one. But we are down to we're down to the very last seats in the house. And by Sunday it will be a sellout.
Is that for me? Yeah. Oh, look, there's been a number of highlights. I think this grand final week has been incredible. I think the activation around it, the kind of sheer scale and size of it, the touch to so many different people, it's been a big deal. I've really enjoyed it. There's been a lot on, but it's been great, and I think it just represents the game so well. I think the Norman Arthur moment when we renamed the trophy, the Proven Summons Trophy, that was a really big special thing to be involved in. And then just the footy. I think the final series in particular has been incredible. I mean, the last time these two teams met, it was somebody described it to me as one try but 1,000 highlights. So I think there's been some phenomenal footy. And you look, I was watching the try highlights yesterday at the grand final lunch, and some of the skill and athleticism of these players is just phenomenal. So it's just been a wonderful series of highlights, and we've had a few challenges, but do you know what? They've been far outweighed by the fact of all the good things we've done.
Hey Jess, the last female probably that most people remember as a performer here was the great Tina Turner.
Oh yeah.
Do you think you can replicate something like that and people remember your performance for a long time to come?
I hope so. Well, I have Ricky beside me. No, an absolute legend. And yeah, to follow in her footsteps. I don't know what that feeling is. It's quite an emotional feeling, I guess. To be only 24, to be a part of such an honest and rough game and community, real community. It's so powering for me, and to be able to share my music, that's what I'm doing through this game. So it's an incredible feeling, yeah.
You also have beautiful legs.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, come on.